Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome
We're
back.
back with yet another review for Curse of Oak Island. This is going to be for season, season 7.
No.
No, season 8,
Oh my
episode 8.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so this episode was. I think this one was had a lot more going on.
It did.
It seems like they kind of building up to something. I don't know if that's on purpose. If it just happens to be the way it's going.
So they kicked it off with the team was in the war room. They were having a Zoom meeting with
Aaron, something.
yeah, Aaron, who was a geologist, along with Alex and all the other scientists or whatnot. And Aaron was telling the team about this rock, of how it had this weird language on it, and she basically translated and showed the team what it means in English, and basically it kind of gives like instructions about some treasure. And apparently it says don't dig at like 40 something feet, and then you'll find the
Yeah, it's
chamber.
basically saying don't dig too far, otherwise you'll go too far and you'll miss it. So there was like, instead of where they think the money pit is, they said it was actually to go, what was it, 500 feet from there, and there's a corridor that goes 1,000 feet, which will bring them to where the actual money pit is.
Yeah, but it's really, I mean, it's just really a theory as of right now. I mean, it may not be true until they find out, but it would definitely seem interesting if Aaron is right on it, and it would be a big win for them, because obviously, before, Alex and all them came to the island. I mean, there have been so many treasure hunters throughout history who've been trying to find treasure and stuff, and they haven't really been able to find it. So it would be really cool if this is true and the treasure's actually there instead of the money pit. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Like they said, it's an outside the box theory of
Yeah.
how she's saying, it's not where you're digging for the money pit. That's not the money pit. There's no treasure where you're digging. That's like the beginning of a corridor. That's where basically where you're supposed to start and where you'll end up to actually find the treasure. But
Yeah.
again, that's just another theory. There's been many theories over the different seasons. So this is a new one. So we'll see what happens, see if they find any kind of
Yeah.
corridor.
And then after that, they go to the observation center, the Oak Island Research Center.
I almost forgot about this.
And they from, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, Gary found this coin, and so they bring it to this guy who does research, and he actually says it's actually a Chinese cash coin dated back from, like, oh god, like
600 BC to 1200 AD or something.
Yeah, so that's like hundreds of thousands of years ago.
It's a Chinese coin. So how did a Chinese coin get on Oak Island?
Yeah, but they believe it might have been from like someone maybe bringing it as a trade deal, or someone going to the island to buy something, but they're not 100% sure. So they decided to call Gary, because you know how he is. So Gary shows up and the team's all there.
It's funny how they all know it too. Because like Rick was saying, like Gary's always kind of gets everybody upbeat more because he gets so excited about things, and I have to give him that.
So anyhow, Gary shows up, and the guy tells him, he's like, yeah, this is a Chinese cash coin dated all the way back from what year did you say? 600 BC to
1200 AD.
Yeah, and he's like, holy mackerel! He's like, and then everyone just starts smiling at him. He's like,
well, that's when he first walked in. He was kind of looking at him like, he's like, what's everybody looking at? Like, what's going on?
I know.
So yeah, you got pretty excited about it, to find a Chinese coin. Again, it's something else that Gary found. So that was kind of cool.
It just seems weird, all the stuff they find, like. Like some of the stuff they find doesn't really match up, like the coin, because they're like, this is a Chinese coin. How did this even get? Because most of the stuff they found so far, some of the stuff they said are from the British, from the 1700s, and was there other
from stuff from Europe, stuff from stuff from different areas. But this is the first item I think they found that they said was from China. But who knows? So some people pass things along. So if somebody had gone from China and got this, and then went to another country. Eventually, it gets passed from hand to hand, and eventually somebody who went to Oak Island had it in their possession, and they obviously lost it there or used it there or whatever.
So, and then they go back. So Gary and
Peter Finetti.
Yeah, they go to the swamp.
Yeah, they drain the swamp finally again for the third time,
and they start searching for the thing that Dr. Ian Spooner, like the huge rock thing.
Yeah, they thought they found this big rock area.
So obviously the metal detector goes off, and they start digging, and they find what's it called?
Yeah, they think it might be like a wooden slope because they found these wooden beams like nailed together, and they have to dig it up because they found a small area of it so far, but they think it's a much larger structure, and they think it might even go through, under the road and into the ocean, but they don't know for sure yet. But they want to dig what they can, see what is there and how large it is, and exactly what the structure is. Is this slipway? Is it something else? Because slipway would be used to bring boats or other things back and forth out of the water to make things to make it easier to move these things. So maybe that's what it was there for.
Yeah,
but we have to wait till the next episode to find that out.
Yeah, because I guess because it's so big or whatever it is, or hard to get out, they made this plan that they're gonna build kind of like a wall around them.
They want to build a Copperdam, but they want to dig this area first. They don't want to go crazy, because if they put the Copperdam right in the middle of the structure, they could destroy it. So they want to see, does it actually go through the road? We don't want to go crazy and build a Copperdam too soon. So let's dig what we can and kind of go from there. See how much of it is there that they can do without involving another wall structure to get rid of the water.
And then the transition is they go back to the where the huge boulder thing is, and whatever the guy's name is, he finds charcoal in the ground.
He's going to get carpenter to see how long. He had some cords between the pine tar kiln and the charcoal they found, see if they burned at the same time, and if so, it would kind of add up to okay, they're using the pine tar for this area or whatever, but they have to get it carbon dated first before they can make any correlation between the two. But that seemed to be the only thing they found so far at that location. Those are these Serpent Hills or whatever they were called. That's where they were located. So those kind of it's very kind of not exciting. I mean, it's a little bit of charcoal, we'll see. I think I'm excited to see what happens with this whole slipway thing where they found these large structures like I think it was last season where they did the Smith's Cove. It might have been even the season before, and they found a lot of structures there that nobody had seen before. There was no map, no mention of any historian things having to do with that. So it should be pretty cool if they dig this area and see what they find. So I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Yes,
I think
that's gonna do it.
That's gonna do it. It's another good decent episode. A little bit more exciting than the last couple. Last week wasn't too bad, but this one was getting even better. So they're kind of building up to something. So I think that's going to do it. If you guys like this video and have any thoughts, put them down below in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
Until next time.